Hello, here we go. I think we're here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
We're here.
welcome everyone to Fumble Folks, playing a one-shot I have made, set in our new world that our team are homebrewing. It's called Bedlam in Benilicia. We are members of the crowd, the audience of the rebellious punk rock band Osnemesis in their fight against the evil empire of Osnan. And tonight is going to be a night where Osnemesis is going to make some waves, and they're going to need the crowd's help. But to set the scene, where is Benilicia? Well, we'll take you back to a time where you have a city of all races working in not quite utopia, but harmony. People of all different races, all different mixture of races in city designed to accommodate them. Doors at half height, full height, steps that are half on one side and full human strand on the other. Looking to a central dais with multiple chairs all set around as individuals of all races talk in a fervent debate, this time about what size a beer glass should be. Size 2, should it be half? Should it be full? Should it even be called half? They have been debating this for a few days. Cut to about a week later, and there is fire in the streets. There's smoke in the sky, and those chairs are piled onto the center of the dais, crumbling into ash. Now, 30 years in the future, we come to Bedlam in Benilicia. The Empire has a strong hold on the city. The dais of ash, as it is now known, seats a throne carried here by halflings indentured into servitude, individuals known as indents, those seen as the lesser race, that have been unwilling to accept their place in society. There is no harmony. The great sacred canal that once ran through the city has run dry and is being used to house the many indents per night. But per day they are worked, and they are worked hard. Indeed, as we come to the riverside docks, we see a bookkeeper hard at work trying to tally up what has been happening with trade in the city. But their mind is elsewhere. As would you like to introduce yourself?
Bear with me to change my glasses to make them look more professional.
Fair enough.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two
Shit, it's
different,
bright in here. Okay.
times. Two different times.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I am Mia Mew. I am a human variant. Not tall, not short, about average height. Shortish brown hair. Looks pretty normal, to be honest. And I mean, probably imagine I am literally shoulder deep in fucking books, trying to scribble out numbers that even I've gone number blind to at this stage. It's so late in the night.
Your boss sort of approaches a human themselves looking over your work and says, no, do them again.
Sir, I'd appreciate if. Okay, I'll just do it. It's fine. Don't worry. And I'll start like
numbers have got to match with what is coming out. Do you understand? Yeah. I don't care if they match with what's happening. They've got to match with what we're giving to the taxes. Yeah.
Yes. I understand.
Good.
Sir.
Fill it up again, and they wander away, leaving you to your work.
What a prick.
Yeah. And as this is happening, a halfling approaching very clearly an indent marked as is sort of awful habit in the Empire by a wedge cut into their ear, an indent in their ear to mark them as an indentured servant. Comes up with a folded letter and says, "This is for bookkeeper. I was just told to deliver this. I apologize. I should have been looking further down." And they just push it up onto the desk and then turn away about their business. Very clearly have other letters in the satchel bag and delivering them. But it is addressed to the bookkeeper of this establishment.
Okay.
You are worried that there's another tax because usually when you get a letter, it's another tax to account for. Last time it was boats larger than 5 feet must pay an extra tax for passing underneath a bridge more than once. Anything they can do to squeeze the last pennies out of people so that we really are just living on the poverty line.
I just want to go home on time for a change. Like, fuck's sake. Okay. And I open the note.
As you open the note, the first thing you see, just sort of breaking the envelope, is not the royal sigil of the House of Osnan. You see an O with horns skew through it. This is Osnemesis.
Awesome. Obviously a bit more uplift, like the slightest bit of happiness, like increase in such like a boring job. And I'll scan through the note like really quick though.
Yeah. So the note is not very long. It says West Side Docks, warehouse 3, tunnel on northwest corner, follow forward, take no turns left or right. You'll get there. Burn this note.
And then
you recognize this as for way that as the tunnels and the many tunnels beneath the city built by halflings ages ago. This is the way in to where the concert is going to be held tonight.
Cool. Probably quickly sneak that note into my jacket and then quickly start doing up the numbers, trying to be right. But like speed is obviously increased with it rather than being slow with it.
And as you tally up the numbers as fast as you can, knowing that tonight there's another concert, we drift away from this dockside bookkeeper and further into the city towards an ash-covered dais, and beyond it, just beyond the city walls, to a rather large and well-decorated house of quite clearly some prestige. One of the nobles of the Empire clearly lives here, and the gardens are tended well and regularly. Well and regularly indeed by an individual who is currently sweating buckets as they have been forced to carry all of their tools from their place of residence and back and forth, but are now packing up ready to leave for the day, their job done, as we come to Dewey.
Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot his parents were, one was a halfling and one was a dew elf, which is one of the elves born in spring or autumn. I can't remember.
Spring.
Yes.
It was spring, yeah. So he is mostly takes from the halfling side. He's very short. He's quite stocky. He is relatively young, sort of about 20. He's sweating buckets, but a lot of that is also partly due to his dew elf heritage as well. And he is quite happy with the work that he has done in the garden. Although as he sort of finished off the last bit of sweeping, you can see in the background wrens and robins just sort of ducking down, grabbing little bits of branches and leaves, off of the path, scurrying them off into the back into the foliage to assist with sweeping the path. He
Your Disney princess.
Just full Disney princess.
what could be
Snow
more
White.
what could be more punk rock? Okay, he as Dew Elf as well. He's got very piercing blue eyes, but those people wouldn't really notice too much as the abundance of wildlife that appears to be in this garden at the moment. If you were to look a little bit closer, there's a little bit of a bluish tint to the bird life eyes as well. As you say, he's starting to finish packing up. He's done a good job today, he thinks.
He hopes.
Yeah. And you know it is a long walk back to the canal slums with all of your equipment, which you are not allowed to keep here. They will not have your filthy equipment on the gardens. The nobles of this house, you can't remember which one it is currently. It's whoever's in the highest favor of the son of Osnan that is currently running the city. I think you've been here long enough that you are getting the gist of things and know that they suck, but not enough that you've like got a beat on everybody who is in charge here. Just that they're doing not a terrible job for everyone apart from the human race.
Damn their chums.
Yeah. As you're sort of rejoining the city proper from this house, humans are walking by hurriedly. They have become the majority population here. Most are still not very happy with the way things are being run, but it's more the taxes. And a lot of the time the taxes get blamed on just having to feed those indents. And so even though you are in this indentured servitude, there is a lot of unpleasant looks towards anybody with a wedge in their ear. And as you make your way through the city as fast as you can, you get down to the steps, the sort of what would have been temporary wooden steps, except nobody has bothered to replace them with safer infrastructure to reach into the bottom of the dried canal, as there's a bustle of people coming back from their various days of work. You see a halfling individual who seems to still be working. However, they have a satchel over their shoulder full of messages, quite official looking messages. Looks like one of the sort of imperial messengers. But as they see you, they begin climbing the stairs as you are coming down. And as you part ways, he very quickly passes you one of the letters from the satchel, locks eyes with you, and makes just a very quick horns of the devil sign, and is on his way. Mark of the beast, horns of the devil. You would know it as Zebi's horns.
Nice one. Okay, I get down to the bottom of the steps and take a look at this ladder.
Yeah, similar to the one I described for Nia. Immediately you see the mark of Osnemesis, instructions on how to get there, and clear instructions to burn this as soon as you've memorized how to get there.
All right.
And as you set your tools down, read the instructions, and then presumably throw it into a nearby torch, we once again pan across the city, and now we're going to pan to the dock district, to warehouse, to the tunnels, as a group of individuals look shadily around and work their way into the tunnels. And they are tight. For anybody who is not a halfling or a gnome or of a similar heritage, but they have a similar height, this is crawling space, and they are on all fours. And as they pass, there are torchlit arrow slits on either side, such that if soldiers were coming down here, they would be peppered as they came. But they make it through, their eyes come up, and they see red lights that they know to mean the concert's here and it's ready to go. There's music in the background, of the opening act. But the first face they see as they come through is a very large individual looking down and making sure that they are who they're meant to be and that they're meant to be here. As we introduce ourselves to Phil's character, sorry, Doran's character.
My name's Halite. I'm built of the essence of rock and or roll. I am a 10-foot tall, half human, half Goliath. I have a giant axe on my back that I don't really use much. It's kind of rusted. The main weapon I use is my electric lute guitar that has an axe head built on the side. I'm a paladin, Oath of the Crown. Oh, sorry, misspoke. Oath of the Crowd, paladin. That's right. Oath of the Crowd. Osnemesis rules!
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my babe to start performing right before Osnemesis gets on. And then I'll be watching the pits. Might get involved. It'll be fun. Woo!
Yeah. As very intimidated halflings, gnomes, humans, the odd tiefling, elves, all races of those who have been downtrodden in the city, work their way past you with an approving nod. You see a halfling individual with an empty satchel over his back. You guys, you would know him as Horace, and he, with his empty satchel, tosses it to you in sort of a practice manner. You catch it, and yeah, he's done the job. Everybody got the letters.
Got them all?
Of course I got them all. What the fuck do I look like? An amateur?
Good job.
Right.
Good
I'm
job.
getting to the pits. I'm gonna break some skulls tonight. Fucking go for it. And he makes his way straight to the pits, which
Kill him dead,
usually
brother.
really kicks off like once Osnemesis start playing, but they're already going for it as the opening act is in full swing. We go to this quickly set up stage, more of just like top of a set of stairs in this tunnel, but at the top of those set of stairs with a sort of a blue stone, what we would think of as a microphone, what you guys would know as a fermata stone that increases the noise coming through it,
Nice.
is Bree's character.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, my name's Diana. Dirty Diana. I'm a bard. Yeah, and I'm on stage singing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am a sun elf. So I was an elf that was born in the summer.
Your character hasn't changed on the stream, Bree.
Oh yeah,
Still looking at
because I am
I like it.
concentrating.
Gotta
on
show,
what I'm
gotta show
gonna
off
say.
gotta show that beautiful face off.
She is
It already is.
fabulous. I love her. This is like the most amazing character I've ever made.
Your first crush on a Hero Forge character, basically.
Oh
is that,
no!
is that what we're talking about here?
No, not the first one. The biggest one, I think. For sure. Yeah. So she has that classic little bard hat. I love it, with a little feather in it. Ugh, she's so lush. And she has like a pink and red leather like top on, and she's got just amazing hair, and she's just amazing. What was I saying? Yeah, she's a sun elf. So she's like naturally really tanned and lush, and she has really dark eyes, sort of light coloured hair, but it's now dyed in all sorts of different colours, and she is well aware that she stands out as an elf in this place. She stands out with her clothes, she stands out with her hair, she stands out with her skin, she stands out with everything. So she's embracing it. She's standing out. She's not an indent. She comes from one of the wooded areas around the city, but she doesn't seem to have as much problem with humans as others do. Because she's pretty, and that's how it works. So, yeah. And she's well aware of that. But yes, she stands out. And she's okay with that.
She does. And she stands out on stage, rocking the loop. The Matter Stone gives it this, what we would understand as that sort of electronic vibe to it. So anything played through one of these stones ends up sounding like this electric guitar. Drums have that sort of reverb that we're used to as well. Your singing comes out in a very strong, almost like a, how let's describe it, just sort of like a peaked shout to it. Full punk rock. It's not clear whether the Stones are designed this way or that's just the only way that they work. Either way, works for you.
It works for this situation.
And in front of you, you see the crowd is gathering. They are filtering in from mainly one tunnel. Some people clearly got messages to come through a different way, so that even if one place was hit, it wasn't like going to be all of the Emperor's army storming through one. They're storming through all the tunnels. It would just be one of the tunnels. But you see Horus is like pushing their way through to the real front area where there are already a few people trading blows, just too excited to wait for the proper mosh pit to start, or at least getting some practice rounds in. You see Horus throw you just a quick sign of Zebby's horns, and they turn around to start punching and are immediately clocked across the face and go unconscious by Ben's character.
Oh, God. Why?
Well, God damn it, Horace, you always talk a big game and you're so shit when you get here. Every time you turn around and... So I am Zeke Boondiggles. I am a gnome, 2 foot tall. About half a foot of that is my big ginger mohawk. And with his ginger handlebar mustache and burlap sack trousers, that is all he's got rocking. All he cares about is being here, being drunk, and punk rock.
Nice. Yeah,
And
a
he's just
pint-sized punk rocker. Yeah.
He is tiny and is going to be looking for anyone to continue trying to mosh with.
Yeah. Like, even in this sort of pre-mosh pit, which is a sentence that exists now, people are keeping a wide berth because they know when you throw a punch, you do not hold back. And they're trying to get, like, they're trying to have a fight, but they're also trying to go home tonight as well.
You want those love taps, you get them in the brothel.
And at this point, Hala, you would see Horace just get clocked, and you know he should be okay, but you should probably do something
I'll
about
just
that.
walk up to him, give him a couple of seconds, and then just... Horace,
You did
get
it
up, you
again.
lazy bastard. He took one punch. What am I supposed to do?
I mean, last time he tripped, so I'm just better.
Yeah.
He did better.
He at least made it to the pit this time.
I just pick up Horace and just throw him over my shoulder.
You know, the more people that
Horace
you...
goes tumbling. I'm gonna roll for Horace.
You know, the more people that you knock out, the less people are watching me sing, so shut the fuck up.
Rocket it, babe! I heard you from outside.
Horace lands with just a like head over heels, ass over tea kettle. But by the time he hits the side of a wall, he is conscious again. He's like, "Did I win? Did I?"
You did great,
buddy.
Horace. You did great.
You did a really good job this time, buddy. Next time you might actually get a hit in.
Stop knocking people out.
Osnemesis for life. I'm just gonna have a sit down.
All right, I'll look after you, buddy. Don't worry.
You're so
and
good,
at
babe.
this point,
Thanks, babe.
Dewey and Nia, you are both, you come through, I would say almost like one after the other, not necessarily knowing each other, but knowing why you're here and what it means to be here. As you see, the opening act is still on stage, and you see just the mosh pit in full swing. Whether this is your second time, because you have been here before, but whether this is your fourth, fifth, every time, but this stark change in reality from the oppression of the empire above to just the unbridled rebellion and chaos down here. It's like breathing again for the first time today. And it stinks, but at the same time, it fucking rules.
It's that good stink.
It's a good stink.
That probably would have changed between coming down into a more like roguish outfit to.
Yeah.
Like,
So Nia's now rocking a cowl, hiding most of her face.
Nice.
Just for everyone at home as well, character pronouns will just sort of go left to right on my view of Twitch here. So Bree, Diana, pronouns.
Diana is she. She, her.
She. Cool. Halite.
He, him, dude.
Dewey.
He, they, because Swarm Lord.
Fair enough.
I am the swarm.
Nia.
She, they.
And Zeke.
Pronouns are a concept of the establishment, man. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, I respect that, dude. I'm they now. Yeah.
Fair play. Diana, you know that you are reaching the sort of last couple of notes of your opening act here.
It's gonna be great.
And you know, Osnemesis are sort of coming up behind you, and you need to clear the stage in the next sort of minute or so.
I mean, they are very good, but I'm gonna wait for a bit. I'm not. I'm gonna be. Oh, hey, you're so good. You're so good. You're great. Yeah, we love you. Okay, cool.
As you
Yeah.
step off the stage, the regulars know what that means, and just everybody knows. And if they didn't know, now they know that it's about to kick off.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Osnemesis.
Halite,
Ah!
throw me
You
my
call that a
bones.
little bit early, but
Oh,
there's
okay.
like suddenly like a noise behind you, and you just hear. Well, all right then, and there's just a sudden boom of music.
I thought they were gonna go. Sorry.
Not that one. Let's go with this one. As there is just this electric sound, just percussion on the drums, as you see shoving forward, like in big hits, and then slamming on the drums, a halfling woman, denim jacket on, torn sleeves, black and red trousers, and high-heeled boots, as she is slamming one by one her drum set, and we see the drummer of Osnemesis, which hopefully I can reveal here on stream, Yesley, show to players. Hopefully that should come up on your screen on
It will. It
Roll
will.
20 Bree as well.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if that's coming up on the
Yep.
Twitch.
Yes, just trying to now.
There we are.
Yes.
All drawn by me. Badly, but drawn by me. As
Got some talent, brother.
the shock blonde hair cut into a spiked mohawk. Black spikes coming out of her
Quite
shoulders.
similar to me. I love it.
Um,
Digger style.
as you see the bassist step forward, long dark hair, with these black, what you would know as oath stones, as still wearing heavy plates, as his tusks are coming out of his lips, the half dwarf, half orc Barnasta the Nasty comes forward. No expression on their face. They're still a bass player. Just laying down these, just a solid bass line, as stepping around an enormous sheen, you see this dark-skinned, could have been a human except for golden glowing hair and the golden eyes. You see the lead guitar, Senna, with her custom-made guitar, the fermata stone at the base, and this black and red, almost like clerical robes, just leading up, playing still keeping it quite quiet for now. As advancing past all of them, you see bright green eyes, shock red hair, and shock red skin, horns from his head, comes the lead singer and leader of the band, Zebby. The tiefling, his hooked tail at the back, and goes, "Are you fucking ready, Benilicia?" I said, "Are you fucking ready, Benilicia?" Good. None of you are going home tonight, get used to it. And he just starts singing out the lyrics starting with his most popular song, you would all know it, Lesser Than, where he just starts talking about the divide between the races set up in the Empire. Just like, "Am I lesser because there's horns in my head? Am I lesser because my skin is red? I said, am I lesser and lesser than you?" And just, that is the main, heavy beat. And as that's going, and you're all listening in, you see that the mosh pit, Zeke, and Halite, the mosh pit is just fucking going for it, everybody. More people than have ever joined are joining in because they know they've just got that spirit in them that they need to throw punches. For everybody who looked down on them, everybody who told them they were lesser than today, they're throwing fists and they're getting punched and they're loving it. What are you guys doing?
I want to break in some newbies.
Are you gonna
Go
try
for
and
it.
take my crown tonight, Zeke?
What do you mean try?
My Mohawk brother, let's get it on!
I'm gonna leap and just go for a high five, which is just a low five for him. Just, yeah!
Okay,
Jump as high as you can.
Punch.
I'm going to say, both of you make me general... Start with attack rolls, I think is how we start this.
Amazing.
Let's already kill each other before the fight.
That's a 22.
I'm assuming going unarmed, yeah?
Unarmed attack rolls, yeah. 22 and a 20.
22.
So you are working your way towards each other, and you're cutting a swath through the mosh pit as you're working your way.
2 foot tall.
Yeah, there's people aren't sure what's happening on Zeke's side as people just disappear. Their kneecaps just pummeled to one side, and the head as they come down just bringing a knee into it. People can see what's happening as you are using one person, a halfling, to beat the rest of them. Fucking, it's Horace. You picked up Horace and you are cutting a swerve through the way. Horace conscious is just
when Dragonaught
making
is
Zebby's horns just like, fuck him up! Oh, fuck it up!
Every time I can use consciousness, I'm putting 1 hit point into him just so he doesn't die.
Yeah, you just see flashes of this black-red energy of the crowd. That is Osnemesis, this sort of black and red color scheme they have. Just flashes of that as you use your divine connection to the energy of this crowd and this place to continue to use Horace as a living weapon.
Like my tattoos glow on either my arms.
Basically, when you get to middle, we're going to make this almost like opposed grapple checks. So can you both make me either athletics or acrobatics checks as you're trying to get the upper hand on the other? That's Halite starting off. So Halite, can you make me the first attack here, an unarmed strike?
24, dude.
Yeah, I think that's going to hit Zeke.
Oh, yeah.
That's 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you try and nimbly just jump out the way, and he just backhands, and there's just no room to avoid this giant backhand. As you go sprawling a bit, get back up on your feet and rush back in. Zeke, give me an unarmed strike. I'm not sure how many hit points you guys have, but we're going to find out.
Damage. I'm not trying to do that one.
21 hits, man.
21.
21 does hit. As you are trading, Zeke, you are faster and your hits hit harder. But Halite, you just are able to basically stand your ground. You've put Horace down now. I want to say put him down. He's in a corner somewhere. As a space is cleared around you guys as you're just trading these blows. Yeah, like I said, Zeke seems to be getting more of the damage in, but you're looking hardier for it as you're just continuing to smash it out in the mosh pit. What's everybody else doing?
I'm getting drunk.
I use as that space forms. I use that to nip towards to get close to the front.
Yeah, there are people who are like the mosh pit is almost like traveling, orbiting these two, working its way through the crowd.
So there's a circle of
people are
death.
just like, yeah, you want to give them a birth here. This is old, not
For
old
my-
blood, but an old school to settle
Rivalry,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
You've been trying to take my crown for
Over
years.
to the crowd backdrop here. But yeah, you're getting a drink. There's a
Yeah.
couple of selections.
So
There's the crowd who are like fresh-faced crowd, and then there's people like you who have been doing this for a while. You know what's like sort of going on behind the scenes, but you don't have everything. But you've been sort of given a job to help this keep alive.
Yeah.
And
So
some of us. Yeah.
if I was like on the stage, and then if there was enough of a crowd, can I like crowd surf? Is that it?
Fuck yeah.
Is that a thing that I can do? I'd be like,
Absolutely.
you know, do the whole Osnemesis thing, and then, you know, I think they rallied up enough to just fucking jump.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, take me to the bar, this way.
This is a persuasion check. This is advantage because people will recognize you.
Yeah.
But still, it's a impromptu
Oh,
crowd
yeah.
surf. So roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, hey, I'm better at this than, hey, 26!
26, yeah. Immediately, you command the attention of the room away from the band for just a second, enough that they pay attention to you and lift their arms ready. There are so many different races in this room. As you crowd surf, you're going up and down with the different heights of people constantly. It's a good thing you haven't had a drink yet.
If I pass Hal, I'll snog him, and then I'll carry on towards the
Yeah,
bar.
you reach the sort of orbiting mosh pit now,
Hey.
the sort of traveling mosh pit.
We'll go
Run
round
into the center, sneak a kiss, and then jump across to the other side and start crowd surfing again. There is just like, whoa! It's like the most fucking punk rock thing.
Just holding him with one hand and like, love you, babe.
Hey, babe!
It's like a headbutt.
And you reach the other side, and there is a dwarf there, giant indent mark in their ear, but with a big barrel full of beer that they clearly rolled all the way down here. Actually, it probably would be beer. It'd be something stronger to make sure that there's enough for everybody
It's the
to
good
get
barrel.
just plastered. So you, actually, I'm going to retcon that. This is not a dwarf. This is a kobold.
Okay, cool.
And you know what's in this barrel. This is kobold moonshine, baby. This stuff is potent.
Yes, definitely having some of that. Yes,
Um,
please.
You know, like a shot is going to be enough to give you a buzz for a little while.
Then I will have
There's
it.
some rumors about berry smoothies. You haven't tried them yet.
I would like a smoothie. No, it's okay, Sam. Don't worry about it. Oh,
Make me a quick
Lord.
Constitution saving throw to
Yeah,
see
I'm
just how
Not great.
off it Diana becomes.
Quite.
Quite.
3.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
boy.
you're fucked. You're fucked for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
You took a single
I'll
sip.
mention when you
I
sort of
see.
sober up a little bit, but for now you're pretty fucked.
I'm okay with this. We'll keep going like
Nia
this.
and Dewey, what was it you said you were doing? Something around
Basically, as like the sort of space around Halite and Zeke comes up, I see my chance to be able to get closer. So I kind of like sort of weave in between all the big smashy boys to try and get to the front.
Okay. Yeah, and you are now standing among the sort of front, especially with your height. You're able to quite nimbly get your way through people. Sort of pass between
I think
legs.
I've got halfling nimbleness, so yes.
Yeah.
That's why you
Perfect.
took. That's why you took that instead of spells. Ah,
Yep, absolutely.
They get in the
You're
front of the
able to
crowd.
fully work your way through the crowd.
Okay.
Apart from the halflings who are meeting you at the front here, and just throw you a Zebby's horn, just yeah. And in front you just see, like, can't be more than 20 feet from you, those piercing bright green eyes of Zebby the lead, who is just shouting lyrics, not quite screaming them yet, because this is like the third song he's on now, and it's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
But he is he is absolutely raging it tonight. Something's happened, but he's going for it. In fact, make me a insight check.
Ooh, I can see him, so I get advantage of that because of my Dew Elf heritage.
Nice.
21 or 22? 22.
22. So you look at this, how many times would you think that Dewey's been to these concerts?
A fair few, I would have thought.
Okay. You've seen Zoe before. They always perform with this energy. But tonight there's something special. There's a glint in my eye of something extra is happening tonight. And you don't know what that is yet, but if it's Osnemesis, it's not going to be small. And as you sort of have this sort of quizzical look of recognition on your face that something is happening, Zebi locks eyes with you, nods, winks, and continues to play.
Yeah!
Instant ovaries just explode.
He looked at me! He looked at me! Shot me!
You see as he's continuing, there's a quick thumb over the back as he's walking back towards the back of the stage. And you clock eyes with the little known 5th member of Osnemesis, the underappreciated yet always
the manager.
important for Rhodey.
Oh,
you see the gnome Splitlick. 2 big indent marks in both ears, tattoos of dragons and eyes up his arms, and wearing very little apart from a tool belt and heavy work boots. You're not sure how he survives on the surface or if he even goes there, because you think he would stand out a mile away, but Halite seems to. You're not sure. But yeah, you see Splitlick look at you from sort of backstage with sort of darkness where the light isn't being cast on the band, nods, and steps back into the shadows. Nia.
I'll give the nod of someone pretending he knows someone.
Yeah, who knows what's going on.
Yeah, I know the road crew. Yeah.
But Nia, you can see the chaos unfolding. You saw the crowd surfing. You can see the mosh pit. It's not hard for you to find a vantage point here where you can either choose to work your way up to the front or see everything from a sort of higher position.
I was going to down a couple of shots and then see what happens.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Join me in my
5.
drunken stupor.
Wow.
I thought saying with
is-
that, I'm literally going to go to the mosh pit because that was like cool. And just go, fuck taxes! And then just join it.
a more punk rock battle cry.
Fuck
than
taxes.
fuck
And there's a
taxes.
big reverberation of fuck the tax man, fuck the emperor. And just,
What are taxes?
Don't worry, babe.
the brief pause in people fully moshing resumes as the still orbiting the central fight. Can the 2 mosh pitters can Zeke and Halite both make me again acrobatics or athletics check to see who gets a punch in first.
I didn't roll. Okay.
Zeke, that is a
We
nat
both rolled
1.
really bad.
So this is in combat. So
Wow.
we could potentially roll Fumble Folks roll here. So
Good.
for those watching at home, potentially for the first time, with Fumble Folks, if you fumble, it's not always bad. In fact, you will have the opportunity to succeed at what you're doing, but something bad will happen. It's either up to the DM if you can't think of anything, but if you can convince me that something is bad enough as a consequence,
Also,
then I will
guys,
allow what you're
if
trying
you
to do.
check your fumbles below, your little bites in the chat, you can save them up and you can suggest a fumble.
Just like
Ooh.
I did.
Yeah,
He killed us all.
he
killed
killed
us
the whole
all.
party.
He killed us
When
all.
I got asked, just fuck me up, guy.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
you could do that.
So the fumble in this case is almost accepting that nat 1 as you go for a leap towards him and badly mistime it as you are leaping into the fist that is approaching you from Halite. So make that attack roll.
Do I get an advantage?
you're going to get advantage, I think. Makes sense here. Yeah, I think a 19 hits Zeke. So, yeah, you just leap straight in. As the fist is coming towards you, the momentum of two things colliding in midair as you slam onto the ground. But your legs are close to his legs. You can try and sweep the leg if you'd like to make an unarmed strike against him, Zeke.
I want to make you pay for ripping out my earring that last time.
As I go down, I want to try and kick him in the balls.
Kick him in the balls, yeah.
Can you even reach
Up
my
there.
balls, dude?
You will on the way
Yeah.
down.
Like a speed
Teabag.
tag.
Soft 20 to kick you in the balls as I'm
20
coming
to
down
kick you in the
full
balls.
in the air.
Soft 20 to kick the balls hard as you almost somersault backwards from the punch. There's a audible slam, but briefly is louder than the Osnemesis playing.
All right, man.
And there's this go, ooh, in the crowd.
Hey,
Those are my
Hey, I
broke
need
my nose
those.
again.
Those are my girlfriend's jewels. You're
I
not
need
gonna mess
those.
with me. I'm just gonna
I need this to breathe.
whatever shirt I'm wearing, I'm just ripping off and I'm going full into a rage. These are my girlfriend's jewels.
Well, I'm
Diana
gonna
and
own them
Nia, as you're
before
sort of
long.
watching on, you see that Zebi has clocked what is happening and is paying attention to the four of you. Clearly knowing a few of you, but Nia, you also being there and starting this real, like, fuck the taxman, leading that energy. But now the crowd is even more pumped up, clocks you as well, eyes go wide, and seems to turn around, and a thumb goes over the back as well. From this distance, it's difficult to see who he's signaling.
So as I rage, my tattoos on my right side, the red ones and the black ones, both start to glow and like shimmer a bit. They go all the way to my shoulders and back to a giant Osnemesis circle. Oh.
Yeah.
And then my eyes, my amethyst eyes, start glowing as well.
Oh my god, guys.
Let's go,
You're so
Zeke!
sexy.
I don't do it.
I love
don't
it
do
when he
anything
does
near
this.
that cool. I just look at him just.
Yeah, damn right, see?
There's this full display of like divine devotion to the crowd, and you're there like, I'm just gonna fuck you up.
I'm just.
I don't need fancy lights.
Bring
I'm
it.
gonna punch you hard.
You're taking my crown today.
Both please make me athletics checks to see who, or acrobatics or athletics to see who gets a punch in first.
I feel like the crowd.
You get
kind of
advantage because you are raging. So
the crowd
so-
pause in fear at a moment and then just go, yeah!
yeah.
Come on, hit me.
We're gonna.
Hit me.
Oh, I'm gonna waste all my stuff before we do anything.
Yeah, you only have one rage,
Chill
don't
out,
you?
guys, you know.
But two.
Oh, that's nice.
Gonna go
That's
full
great.
Keith Ledger. Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do
I want you to do it.
11 doesn't hit.
11 doesn't hit. You are faster. You are raging, and your fist goes so quickly, and just sidestepping out of the way, so you go slamming into the rock, which dents beneath your fist. But as the momentum carries you forward, Zeke, you can just see his flank passing you by, almost bullet time slow motion. What do?
I'm just gonna try and go for the liver shot.
Just
Ooh.
Uppercut from below, just straight into the liver as he is flying over you. Make a roll. 18.
Just
think-
hits.
Just hits Hallie, and there's just like a punch as you go like tumbling over onto the ground. Yeah, there's just you're not crumpled, but oh, that fucking hurt. You sort of both get up and are about to go for the next round. When you both get taps on the shoulder, look around like
He's got a
fists
punch
ready.
almost.
Yeah. they duck just in time. As Hallie, you see Horace is tapping your shoulder.
Sorry,
and
Horace.
sort of
How did Horace
jumps
get up there?
like sort of jumps climbing up your arm and just shouts in your ear above the music. It's Zabby! He wants to see you backstage for a break!
Really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with
Yes,
me?
he wants to see you!
Get off my
Um,
shoulders! I just throw him again.
You throw him tumbling to the ground, and whoever was going to speak to Zeke is knocked like a bowling pin by Horace. And Horace is like, you too, Zeke. He wants to see you behind. He wants to see you behind the crowd, but he just falls unconscious.
Cheers, Horace. I'm just gonna step on his stomach as I walk over the top.
It was like almost like bagpipes, just.
Hallie, fix me nose, by there.
All right, bruv. I just like put my nose like crack, and I give him like
Oh.
5 points of divine
Oh.
healing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The rock fuels you, man.
Rock
Um,
you.
That was real good though. Rematch.
Again, just leaping up for the low five.
Yeah.
Nia and Diana, as you're sort of watching this and sort of making your way towards them, trying to understand where they're going, both get taps on the shoulder from an elf who looks like every part of a noble elf with the flowing robe and has a big Osnemesis thing, clearly makeup, but center of their head, dark black eyeliner.
I'd like
And said, Zebby, the lead singer, would like to see both of you at the most earliest convenience. Fucking rock! And then passes into a reforming mosh pit that is sort of been left now that the others are going. And you sort of both look at each other, probably the first time you two have met, like properly. The fact that the opening act and this fucking new girl have both been tapped on the same night.
Who the fuck are you?
There's a little bit of a who the fuck are you?
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 Who the fuck are
Who
you?
the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Okay.
Plastered surface, absolutely.
I'll do you one better. Why the fuck are you?
Why?
Nemesis wants to see us.
And as you guys are making your way over there, we'll come back to you. But Dewey, looking up, you hear the end of this song coming up, and just with a massive crescendo, Zebby just screams into the microphone, sliding forward on their knees right to the edge of the crowd, and just the music goes silent. Talks into this formatistone and says, "We're going to take a quick break, we'll be back," and grabs you by the hand and just pulls you behind stage.
Yeah.
Aw, that's cute.
Am I a groupie now?
Yeah.
You're about to be.
I think you always
That's
were.
entirely up to you. As the band filter behind stage, as you guys make your way, what would be backstage, but it's really just the corner of the tunnel. And you see the full band is set there. You see Yesley is like pacing with the energy, like jumping up and down, just randomly hitting things with the drumsticks. You think she might have some kind of barbarian streak in her.
Fact it.
You see the completely
Like
quiet, just blankly watching her as Bunaster the Nasty in his plate armor is just watching her walk back and
Full
forth.
in plate armor. I didn't catch that bit.
Yeah, he's in full plate armor.
Yeah.
Apart from, he's not got a helmet on, so you can see his dreads with the oath stones in them.
Nice.
You see Senna is sat sort of leaned back on a sort of sofa-like cushion, but Zebby is sat very wide-eyed in the sort of chair where I drew him, just watching you all, just like, yeah, this is gonna do. This is gonna work.
How
Oh my God,
how much
oh my
do
God,
we
oh my
like?
God, oh my God,
How
oh my
much
God,
do we know them? Like,
You know of them the same way that you might know the names of your favorite band. You've had like communication passed on to you from other people.
okay.
Actually meeting them face to face is a brand new thing for all of you.
I'm
Sup,
just
dude?
gonna wander straight up to Zebby and just go, Zeb, and just clap
Right.
hands straight away. Just
Make a charisma check.
go.
Sup, dude?
Zeb, it's been an honor being your security guard. It's been great. Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
I am absolutely not going to follow suit and all of these people.
7.
Fanboying
There's a little bit
over
like an
them.
awkward
You're
pause,
really
like
sad.
he's deciding whether you're cool enough for him to just accept a high five from. But then he does. He goes, yeah, sure, man, yeah, and he just slaps your hand.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I know.
I saw you rocking out there in the mosh pit, and I saw Highlight too. I know you, and I know our leading act. You two, I've seen around a little bit,
Hey.
but you made some fucking noise tonight.
Yeah, it's taxes, right? Your taxes?
Taxes.
Taxes.
Yeah, you're a tax girl.
Taxes.
Hate taxes.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
sorry. Oh, yeah.
I don't pay taxes.
I like the name
What are
of
you
the
now,
taxes.
You make my job easier. then.
Cash in hand, you know?
Yeah.
All right, well,
These dudes pay cash in hand.
Dirty Diana, Highlight, King of
Hey.
the Mosh Pit. Zeke, my punk-sized pipe rocker. Taxes, what's your name?
Taxes.
Taxes.
I'm gonna change
Taxes
the name
it
on the
is.
stream to taxes.
I mean, it's like Hero Gunman all over again.
And you the one that stared into my soul. What's your name?
And then looking around at the company, and be like, "Yeah, I'm Dewey.
You did what with Soul? What you do, bro?
I'm Dewey. Yeah. I did some low key flyering. I'm one of the guys that scopes for gig venues and stuff. So yeah, I know you might have heard of me. He hasn't heard of him.
No.
Who are you?
Be cool, yeah? Be cool.
Dewey the Soul Man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Why do you smell like dirt, man?
What do we all smell like dirt? We all live in the shit.
No. You like literal dirt.
I don't smell like dirt. So
Well,
earth.
I as well as living in dirt, I get to shovel it, for rich people. They probably skip on their taxes.
literally shoveling shit. Amazing. Great. I mean,
This
not
is
shit.
what I
Welcome
mean,
to
man.
welcome
This
to
is our
Benilicia.
lot. This is our lot. This is what I'm singing about. You, man. We are literally shoveling their shit, and they look down at us, down their fucking noses.
Yeah, we fight for you, man.
Absolutely.
That's why we love you guys,
Well, I
man.
like
You
to hear.
speak
Cat
to us.
dude
You
in the back.
speak our language, man. You speak to us.
Look, I know that being a member of the crowd is the start of a rebellion, and I know a lot of you have already committed to helping us a lot. But I'm going to ask something of you now. Are you ready to do more? Are you ready to make a real difference in this city?
Oh, I can't
Born
drink
ready.
too much
Hell
tonight.
yeah.
And whatever you want, down.
Always, man.
Fuck yes.
Always.
It's not like I'm gonna say no to you, okay?
You know, I'm like out there, I don't look like this for no fucking reason, so let's just fucking do this. You know?
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Senna. And you see Senna, the golden-haired angel woman, steps forward. Says, well, all right then.
Shit, Zena. Sorry,
Hello.
sorry. You're great.
Thank
Can you sign my guitar?
Dude,
Sorry.
fanboy.
I with that, I'm just
Get
gonna
a
try
grip.
and dead leg him straight like right
Thanks, man.
where the thigh meets the bone. Just
I think Hala is starstruck enough that you deadleg him enough in front of Senna, who is like maybe 5.5. So even then, you're still taller than her. Just this sort of long braided golden hair that comes into a ponytail that sort of whips around as she plays. But these almost pupilless eyes, apart from a tiny dot of black in a field of gold, takes you over to a table and just throws off some glass bottles that shatter in the corner. And you guys see what looks almost like, calling them blueprints would be entirely wrong. These are hastily drawn scribbles that are quite clearly showing the river that runs along the length, almost the southern border of Benilicia. And I'm going to put it on screen for you guys, as there is very clearly the Benilician Bridge. You recognize the structure of the roads and a bunch of bullshit with what looks like a really badly drawn boat on the river as well. Senna,
burn that.
yes.
I want to burn things. Like burn things.
Well, you should credit the nasty for that one. But this isn't just any boat. Okay. It'll fig. So, this boat, the boat that is currently sitting alongside the river, moored up in the ground above us, travelled here from the Eastern Kingdoms recently. And as it arrived in multiple places, a human was seen to be stepping off. A human not many people would recognize, except for our roadie. And you see split lippers in the corner. And they sort of smile, and you see for the first time, most of you, their tongue. They had a wedge cut out of one ear quite clearly, and that wasn't enough to convince him that he is an indent. He had the wedge cut out of an other ear, and that was not enough to convince him he was an indent. He opens his mouth, and his tongue is a wedge cut right down to the base with very little material left. It does not look like he could even talk with what is left there. But he grins like wide-eyed with the tongue like not quite moving individually, but the two sort of fork tongues moving. See, there's a reason we have all this tech, why we have the Matter Stones, why we have our lights, why we can travel quickly from place to place, and that's because of our rebel roadie here.
Right.
Without him, we're pretty fucked. And he was, yeah, I think he recognizes you enough. He's not worked with you directly at this point, but enough to work on your Fermata Stone. He will fist bump you. But then advances past you to look at the plan. You see there's anybody with an insight above 14 sees there is something akin to rage and anger in his eyes as we are discussing this subject. See, our resident roadie here was one of the higher artificers in the Dwarven Kingdoms. There aren't many masters left, true masters. A lot of them died on the battlefield. There's apparently one or two that might have made it to Sarai, some that have made it to the Northern Kingdoms, and then a lot of indents. As it would happen, there was also one who was being trained, a human, and he, well, he turned coat. I'm not saying he lost the war for us. I'm just saying he had a part in it. And there's like a screwing of the fists from Splitlick, who is just eyes wide, staring at this boat. As it so happens, that human is quite recognizable from an accident in his early work. His left eye and eyebrow are completely shot. Pupil is dilated and can't move. Enough that our little birds above ground notice it. If he's on board that boat, we know it's full of tech. Tech we can use, not just for the band, but for actually making a difference in the canal slums. If people have a little bit of an easier life, moving away and joining the rebellion, it actually becomes more of a, how to put it, reality rather than a pipe dream. We know that you have the stuff it takes to fight against this, but a lot of people are just trying to survive day to day. If we make that easier, this all gets easier. There's just like almost like a mad glint of like pride in what's going to happen next in Senna's eyes.
Yeah, you speak the truth. I'm all in.
Okay.
Barnaster walks up and says, "Boat is here. This is where you can get you out closest, where we can get the tech in closest. So, we've got two real plans at the moment. One, you go on it while there's not many guards tonight because the fancy folk and that engineer are on ground. You hit it, you get the stuff, and you either come out on one of their rowboats, or you come back on ground and try and sneak it past all of fucking Benilicia. Up to you. Second option is in the early hours of this morning, they're going to get going again. They're going to pass right underneath a Benilicia bridge, and you can jump right on top."
Third option. Can I light the boat on fire so they can't go anywhere? Why not? Yeah, but that's not where he is.
He goes to damage tech.
Sink all the tech. That tech can save lives. At the very least. We assume. We don't know what's on there. We know it's going to be worth it, though. What was that?
Can I burn him?
Oh, if you see him, you have full permission to burn the bastard.
Sick. I'm in. Just with that, just wanders over to the corner and starts making Molotovs.
He might not be on board if we go for first plan. The second plan, he's going to be on board, but so are more guards. But you're more like it is going to be guarded on the approach. The approach will be easier with plan 2, but there'll be more guards on board. But there'll be a harder approach with less guards on board with plan 1. It depends. He looks towards Nia and says, "You look like you know how to stay silent until it matters. From what I know of the rest of you," and she just might need a little help, which...
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
I
not bad with that either.
I got an awesome disguise. Watch. I go to my bag and I got like this full plate mail helmet. Boonk. Who am I? Can't even recognize me.
Yesley just looks up from what she was doing of like just slamming the wall with her drumsticks and says, "Wait, who's the new guy? I thought we were only picking 5 of them."
Ah, that's me. Watch. See? My
master of disguise.
My mohawk flattened. It just speaks back up.
How? You a fucking wizard and you never told us?
No, a guy I bought this from said it was a hat of disguise.
Fucking magic items.
Right?
You always
It's
do my head in.
crazy.
But they are going to be useful. Split. I reckon they need, if they're going to pull this off, they're going to need at least 1 buzz killer. What else? Probably, looking at them, probably an encore. And give them one of the one-sided relationships. And you see as Splitlick, at the mention of the items, eyes are once again, rather than just raging, are just excited, and reaches into just a big crate and pulls out 3 items. One of them you see is almost like an egg timer with 2 hemispheres. And Senna will go into detail explaining what they do as I show it to you. This is Project Buzzkill. Twisting the 2 hemispheres into position activates it. In a 20-foot radius around the ball, sound cannot be created or passed through as per the silence spell. After each full round of activation, roll a d10. If the result is equal to or lower than the number of rounds that has been active, it goes haywire and the silencing effect stops. So a short-term silent spell, but you can throw it, you can roll it, you can do what you want with it. The Project Encore, I wrote this one up quickly, so sorry for spelling mistakes. The device contains a small tube with a pointed needle on one side and a button on the other. To activate the item, take an action to jam the needle into a creature and press a button. The creature regains 1 hit point and may use their reaction to take an action. A creature does not need to be unconscious to have this effect. So this is either adrenaline shot, you're back up from unconscious and you get to do something, or just an action surge in the pocket.
That's so sick.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
Nice.
But it means you're giving up your action to give someone else an action surge in that sort of case. And the last project he shows you, he very gingerly lifts it up, and you see there's it's a sort of quite flattened dome, and on one side you see that there is like a lot of almost slime as he lowers a sheet of paper over that side to cover this sticky surface, as he shows you the one-sided relationship. The sticky surface of the device can be attached to any surface and a cord pulled out to activate the item. After 1d4 rounds, the activated project detonates, dealing 5d10 thunder damage in a 10-foot radius. Structures take double damage. This damage is only dealt in the direction of the sticky attachable face, dealing no damage to those standing on the other side. In theory. Roll a d20 when the device detonates. On a 1, the device deals full damage in a full sphere rather than just the hemisphere that it's sticking. Essentially a breaching charge with a 1 in 20 chance of just completely blowing up everything.
Awesome.
I have, if you're asking them, they say, we have used buzzkills before when we know of the Empire arriving, we need to quickly shut down a show and we need to get people's attention. We throw the buzzkills, shuts people up, and then you would have remembered like a weird situation where suddenly it went silent and somebody said scatter. Oh, that is full prototype, not used at all. I am not in favor of using it unless you really need to, because if we can keep the boat intact, then they get wherever they're going and they hopefully don't realize the tech is gone for a while. If you sink the boat, they're at least going to know something's happening. Little often is the key to winning this fight. If we destroy the boat, that's a declaration of war, and everything becomes a bit harder, especially if they know it was us and we're not subtle. And she looks to all of you in the punk rock gear, Zebby with his bright green eyes, not saying anything, just watching the whole situation unfold. Almost like bouncing in the chair.
I'll look at Nia and be like, "We're all right then."
But they are, just sort of with the plan on the table. They're like, "So what do you think?" And as the players have some time to think about if they'd like to go to plan 1 or 2 or something completely left field and throw me off entirely, we are going to take a break. I'm going to call a 15-minute break, I think makes sense. So back at 22.
Yeah.
The punk rock rebellion takes the battle.
It's a punk rock heist movie.
15.
See you back.
see you there.
Hello.
You're back.
We're a little bit late. I'm so
Hey.
sorry. We had to touch up all of our makeup.
True. Makeup.
Yeah.
And the punk rock rebellion resumes as we are still in this underground tunnel round the corner where a crowd is waiting on bated breath for the band to get back and start going again from their break, as they are crowded around this map with you, their selection of the crowd to take on this job.
All right.
So they look up, and Zebi stands up from his chair, tail flicking back and forth, and says, "What plan is it then, loves?"
Take the bridge.
Yeah, I like two too.
Yeah, let's take
Yeah.
the bridge.
I
We
think
can do
that's
that.
all right.
Told you they'd do the bridge.
Bridge.
Because you're so
Yeah.
smart.
Why not? It's just like a big stage dive. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not allowed to do those.
into danger. Yeah.
You kill somebody, you know.
I have.
Yeah. It's not great.
It was real sad, actually.
It was quite a sad moment.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm not
all
allowed to
right.
do those anymore.
But that will mean that this turncoat is gonna be on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the engineer
Right.
will be on there.
All right.
Okay.
Is that a good thing? That's not a
Do you
good
want
thing.
you want us to specifically go out of our way to break his knees? I got it.
No, not
If you
specifically
can
go out of the way.
Avoid
but
him, get the tech, get on the boat, and get out.
yeah, we need those artifacts. Is the priority, but if he's in the
breaking
way,
his legs, setting him on fire. Got it.
Set his legs on fire.
for
yeah,
the,
okay, yeah. If
um,
he's
Legs on
in the
fire,
way,
like
then
it.
yeah, we let you two mosh pit him. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the
Barnasta
Sorry,
steps
you
forward.
caused
Barnasta
this-
points out and says, "Priority for mission
Mm.
is to get the tech.
for
Secondary objectives might be just body this guy,
I'm sorry,
just full on body him
what do we have to get?
into the water."
A great
His-
plan.
His parents will recognize him.
What do
And
we have to
Zenos,
get?
really don't know what kind of tech is on there. Just that if they've got one of the better engineers from their side of the war, that it's probably got something good. So get
Help
something
us.
good and
This
get
is
out.
Good.
How many people are on the boat?
We don't know exact numbers. We think somewhere between 6 and 7 guards currently. And then obviously we've got the actual like ranking officer that went off with the engineer and is probably going to be back on the two of them back on the boat. They will also be in there somewhere.
Why don't we just steal the whole boat?
I mean,
Because
he could pick up
that
the
is
boat.
the same reason we're not just going to try and destroy the boat, because
people
that
will
is a
notice
major-
if there's no
yeah.
boat. Okay.
You
But if we get out far enough,
Guys
they
are
won't
so-
see us.
We got any
But you
anything we can
stealth.
disguise ourselves with at all?
Got
Yeah, I
help?
got a disguise kit, I think.
I got paints. See, I got paints. I'm proficient in painter supplies, and I have painter supplies on my person.
I can disguise self.
this is
Pretty-
sort of up to you guys.
Pretty sure
Sort
I
of-
can disguise myself. I'm an actor. I can do those things.
I can
Right.
cover my face with birds. That's
I
about
can-
it. I'm a swarm lord. Look at my skills.
Me, sir?
Oh.
No, I'm just a swarm of pigeons.
I've never
Who is
played
he?
a
No
ranger
one
before.
knows.
I don't know what I can do.
Also, I'm already wearing a hood.
If you're looking for something, we might have some masks.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
It's not
cool.
the first time we sent a group out.
Oh,
And a crate is opened, and there are an array of masks in there. Some
Oh,
look like
lovely.
Ooh.
humanoid faces, some look like just big toothed devils, some look like they are just like
Do we get
completely flat white or flat block colors.
Dewey gets very
This-
excited and picks that one out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
just
oh, yes.
like black and white crow mask. There's just an array. If you can think of one, and this is Sam saying, just tell me what the mask looks like. It'll be in there, or they can whip it up real fast.
I brought my own. Boonk.
Yeah.
Just as a bucket.
Basically.
I feel like because I've only got a hood, that I just pick up like a pair of steampunk goggles and just put them on, so my face is completely covered, and you just have to like pop a fucking goggles.
There's a couple of
on.
hands like reach as you realize those are probably split licks, but he nods and he's just like his eyes are wide like fuck yes.
Is he high?
Right. All right.
Probably.
Yeah.
You can make
Who
an insight
isn't?
check.
Yeah, I'll do that. Although the insightful one is right there, so.
With the forked
He
tongue,
is
you
a-
can lick
we
2
need
LSD
to know,
tabs
I
in
think he is
once.
high, so.
Split lick is on a 20.
And a 20. He's
To a lesser eye, they might look high or drunk. You think he's just so amped up about pissing off the Empire, but also this engineer in particular,
Revenge.
that he's just that amped up. It looks almost like a cocaine high to the untrained eye,
Yeah.
but he's just like that fucking pumped that they're
did
gonna
he-
actually do
what did he
something
do
tonight.
to you?
Traitor.
You see, he looks to you, opens his mouth, and like you realize probably unable to speak with that big of a wedge cut in their mouth, and tries to convey. I think the best thing that they could do is they just point to both of their ears and the wedges that are cut from them, and just tries to convey the idea that this guy is the reason Splitlet got caught and put into the indent system.
Did he personally do this to you?
He nods.
All right.
We'll get him
Bring
for
up
you. Yeah, we'll get him.
And trust me, he will live. He will live, but he will have to live with it.
His eyes just nod in appreciation. And in fact, off of that, he reaches into the box, and you see slightly less of a sheen to it, quite clearly like hastily made and not maybe quite ready yet. He throws you another one of these spheres made of two, like the egg timer kind of things. You have another of the Project Buzzkill.
Yeah.
Rugged.
We can take anything from here to where? Yeah.
Project Buzzkill for everybody at home. There he is.
Any of these
Pick a mouse, my man.
taxes? Can I borrow your dagger for a second?
Uh-oh.
Why?
It's fine. I promise to give it back. I like using my fists, but I need something small.
Okay, cool. And
And the curtain that was used to reveal it, I'm just gonna cut some of the fabric out and I just turn it into like a half mask.
Bandana just across.
Yeah,
the bottom of
essentially
your
just
face.
up around the face and just like sick.
Nice.
Nice, Zeke.
Is there anything else people want to do in this planning stage? I would say that Senna will step forward and say, so before I opened my fucking eyes, I was doing some clerical training. Let me just get rid of some of your broken noses. And she will heal the party to full from their previous mosh fight. Just so you're aware, you're starting at full HP. Other things like expended rages, obviously she can't do anything about.
Damn it.
Although you are aware that plan 2 involves waiting until sort of 4, 5 a.m. when they're going to set off again. So you probably, as long as you get to a good position, you can take a short rest near, basically where the 2 is written on the thing.
Yeah, needs a long rest for rages. It's fine. It's fine.
Anybody thinking that they have something to add to the plan that they'd want to do now before we sort of get to the moment?
Not so much to alter the plan, but something that just might be useful might be useful to me is I don't really know how the swarm system works, but while we're in there, I feel like we've got some kind of link. I want them to start looking for the nearest crow that they can see within it, and if there is that waiting period between them getting back on the boat during like us going there or whatever, I would like to be able to find a crow. I've got animal friendship, which basically lasts for 24 hours, so I can have an additional. The way the Swarm Lord stuff works, it's mainly combat based, but with animal friendship, you basically have a buddy for 24 hours. What a tiny crow can do, I don't know, but it might come in useful.
I'm going to say this sort of happens later on in the evening. Sort of in the early hours of the morning, you look for one. Make me an animal handling check to basically get a crow to come towards you closely.
Oh no!
No, that's not great.
Did you just get a what?
That's all right. It means I don't use a spell slot. Fair enough.
Oh no.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll just have to make up. No, I said a crow, and then they're just like two like robins just turning and looking, and it's there, and there's just a pigeon, just like
yeah. Two robins just like they just go. Which you know vaguely. You can't understand what they are saying, but you get the meaning of. Well, fine then. I guess I'm not a crow. The pigeon is just looking at you. Just clearly wants food.
I'll throw it some oats and be like, yeah, fine, thanks, buddy.
Highlight is pretending to be a tree, but it's clearly not working.
Yeah, you are like, come to me, crows, standing there with your helmet on, just in the middle of the street. Anybody else got any more prep stuff?
No, I think I'm proficient in disguise kit, but I don't have one. So can I go get one?
Would a painter supplies could that?
I mean, that does not include wigs.
Just paint a tiger face on you. There, I'm in disguise. I'm a cat.
Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have one. I do have thieves' tools, so I don't know. That's fine.
So if you don't have one, you can try and improvise stuff from the painter's
I
tools.
do have a disguise kit. Yeah, no, I do.
Okay, you do. Okay.
But I don't have thieves' tools. If I can go get thieves' tools. Unless the pins in my hair will count.
You don't have thieves' tools. I don't know if other members in the party. Maybe the rogue has thieves' tools.
Rogue has thieves' tools.
So at least there is a set in the party.
I mean, I have a crowbar. That's kind of the same thing. So
I neglected the thieves' tool because I want to be proficient in everything else.
Shit.
Proficiency in everything.
Do you have them though?
Probably.
You have them
I
on
don't.
you.
I don't have thieves' tool.
Okay. Can I have these tools?
Ooh,
I don't think
why
that
I'm
there's
like-
nobody.
I might actually. I'm an urchin.
I got 1,000 ball
Fucking
bearings, though.
itching.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Damn it.
Do you need some money, babe?
Yeah, probably. Yet again.
10 gold. We got 10 gold.
Thanks.
I would say with your connections in the crowd, you know somebody who's going to have some and will trade in gold.
Borrow those from you. Thanks.
Horace says, "What do you mean burrow? You're not going to break them or lose
I'm
them."
not gonna break them. Okay,
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna borrow them for this thing, and then I'm gonna give them back.
Make a. Yeah, it's not quite a deception.
Persuasion.
Make a persuasion check.
I am genuinely, in my right mind, going to give them back, and it's a 12. That
Can
is
I
a
help?
+7.
Can I
You
help?
can help, yes. How would you help?
Okay.
I'll break you, Horace. Don't worry.
Fuck, break you.
Yeah.
Break you, Horace.
You're not
That
gonna,
is a
not gonna help out my
16,
girl,
that
man.
is.
Huh?
Still just a 9 on the roll.
Oh, I was gonna roll intimidation. Maybe.
Okay, no, sorry. Yeah, no.
Together, Horace says,
I will.
"Look, fine, just don't fucking break him. But this is for Zebby, right? This is for the band.
It's for Zebby.
I know, but yeah, this is
Fucking
for the
go
band.
on, go on.
This is for the greater good.
The
The greater
Greater
good.
Good.
All right.
Yes.
And I will flirt with him until he gives me what I want, and that's how it works.
It does not take very long.
So, flick the hair, and then I'll
Oh,
take the little
Horace.
thieves' tools and I'll put them in my little hair.
A light just starts blushing.
Thanks. See you later.
I'm just
Bye.
gonna wander up to Horace and just give him a firm smack on the head as he's staring at her, just like, "How are you, League?"
Yeah, I know. Out of yours for too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not chasing her, am I?
I'm not fucking chasing her. I just lent her one of my most, cherished
my
possessions. It's fine.
Mate, look. I'm after her boyfriend. Leave it be.
Rude.
That explains the sexual tension during the fighting.
Exactly.
That's why he punches everything all the time.
It's Diana in front of everyone. It's like, pick her up.
If I
Yeah.
beat him up, maybe at some point you'll beat me off. I don't know.
Way.
I mean, look at him. The sex is great.
I mean, I imagine it's the size of me, but I'll take it.
And on that note, the party travel above ground, wait in preparation for the boat to pass. And they see the boat before from a distance on the bridge. They scout and see a human male with a long black beard. From a distance, it's difficult to tell, but he's wearing a jerkin and you see many tools about his possession. You imagine that's the engineer, and a plate-armored woman at his side, long sword and short sword, either hip, just make their way back aboard the boat, and within a few minutes, it begins slowly trundling along. You see there are oars that sort of slide out the side and begin rowing in perfect unison, far too perfect for even the most disciplined indents to be rowing that. As it travels underneath, you have maybe a minute before it gets to the bridge, and you're going to have to jump on board as the biggest group of poo sticks to jump off of the bridge.
How far down is the drop?
Very good question that nobody has asked so far. It is about 20 foot.
It's a lot.
Doesn't
Or
affect,
10
doesn't
foot.
affect me.
Before
Everyone
we
get on.
before we jump off, can I take 10, 15, 20 seconds to quickly look around the ship to see what everyone is and what everyone's
late.
doing?
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah, as it approaches the bridge, you clock the information and then sort of run to join the group on the other side before the jump. Make me a perception check.
Probably
Just
a
so the
smart
DM
house one, not
knows.
all. Nah.
Ah, girl, you got
Nat one.
one.
I'm not going to save a fumble on this one.
No.
I don't.
I'm not gonna.
Look yourself in the eye.
You try and have a look. The guard looks almost directly up at the bridge, and you have to, within a second, just plummet to the ground below it, like the actual ledge of the wall of the bridge, to not be seen, and give the whole plan away before it's even started. As you sort of crawl along the ground, you don't think you have been seen, but you did not get a chance to scout anything apart from there is a guard at the very prow of the ship. Prow? Ship words. For the front of the ship.
Words.
As you run with the others, anybody doing anything else before the jump?
All right, who's getting on? Who's getting on?
Oh my
I
god,
hold my
I
hands
am
out.
definitely
Ma-
getting on. Right right
mask
now?
on.
You want to do that right now?
Oh no, I meant for the
Oh,
jump. But maybe
shit.
if we have
No.
time. Oh, okay.
Do we have time?
I mean, when we're on.
You can see the boat beginning to emerge.
Okay,
from the
no,
other
we
side
don't
of
have
the
Oh,
time.
no,
we
we
don't
don't
have
have
time. We don't have
time.
time. Okay, no, I'm okay. I think I'll just jump. think I'll just jump. I don't know. Maybe.
I will.
Little boy
fine.
taxes.
Before we jump, I will get my swarm. That is essentially, it just there just seems to be a lot of birds around, even though it's quite late or
Fuck, this
very
guy is
early or something.
Literal
To cause a
Birdman.
commotion, just cause a commotion, like a little murmuration, flapping about, annoying anyone that's walking. Like if there's anyone walking about, if it's dead on the bridge, then doesn't matter.
I have a
But if there are-
question.
5 a.m. So
Oh.
some of the real early birds are starting to get out.
Lol.
Oh. I have a question.
And you are disturbing them with your early birds. Yes.
Do we have to be? Oh wait, I forgot. Do we have to be disguised for this bit?
They
Oh, yeah,
recommended because
mask on.
if you want to have a life above ground and not have
I mean,
guards potentially
I see,
recognize
I'm
you.
gonna make myself look like not me. I don't.
Look exactly like yourself, but without
not
any
like
rock.
myself. So.
Just like no dyed hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not
make
punk
myself
clothes.
look. What's like a? I will make myself look like a
Human. It's the
human.
only way to
Human.
survive.
A human man.
A human man.
Human man with a
Human, if you
short,
will.
a human with short hair and yeah, I don't know, just a normal average man that you will not think twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diana
What
becomes
happened?
average man TM.
TM, and I will not put on a mask because
Okay.
that's dumb.
Babe, what happened?
I know, right?
Crazy.
Don't worry about
Big
it. It'll
voice
be
coming out.
it'll be back to normal later unless you want
Good.
this, and then we can do that.
I mean, I'm down. I mean, I'm down to play
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, that's cool. I know.
But
I
I
know
like
that.
you. As you.
And the
Oh,
bird
that's-
passes the
And
bridge
the-
fully
and the-
and
Oh, nice.
joking.
It's really nice. I'm gonna jump.
I've already left by the time they're having this moment.
Important question. Does anybody do anything else before they jump?
If someone wants
Right.
to get on me to
I-
avoid damage, or potential damage, they
Can
can.
you? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I don't have any hit points.
Like,
I'm
just get
gonna
on the back
I'm gonna
shoulders.
ride you for the sake of this part. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm riding him.
Okay.
Taxes,
think,
bird
You've
boy.
thrown him. Zeke has jumped, or is jumping alone. Nia, we've got Dewey with the sort of flock of ravens descending.
I mean, I
Uh,
survived.
Oh yeah, no, they like I said, they're the other end of the bridge, causing.
Okay.
I will at
causing
some
commotion.
point
Oh,
as
right, trying to
well.
keep the
Attention
bridge
to us.
quiet. Yes.
I will at some point as well negate the awkwardness and be like, I'll go up to Nia and be like, I'm Diana, by the way.
I'm Nia as well.
Cool.
Cool.
Is
You got pretty eyes, so it's fine.
Thank you.
And
And you're
then
just
ride.
you're just pretty in fucking general.
if there's anything.
Oh, thanks, man.
I know, right?
Ah, that's pretty. And then I'm a man, so so maybe not.
Okay, I'm
Gotta-
gonna
gotta
amend
move-
my
gotta
statement
move.
just before I jump. Is like, right, once you're all done, beating each other off, can we fuck off? Yeah,
We're ready.
Yeah,
We're actually we're
Who's using
Just
the
Gonna step
silence?
backwards off the bridge.
a bunch of really hot
Oi.
people.
Thank you. Somebody remembered for buzzkill. Thank you very
This
much.
girl, yeah.
Otherwise, you're landing on that with a heavy thud and everybody's looking up.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that
what I was.
Alright.
Does
No,
anybody
I'm not.
else do anything before you jump?
No, I'm not.
If you hadn't, then
I'm not landing with a heavy thud.
No,
you're
I'm
not landing with
I'm
a
riding.
headphone.
Tiny,
Your
you're a monk.
10-foot
Okay.
companion who has also got a full of a person on their back.
Like
Yeah.
I
three
mean, that's not
people.
my business. I don't care.
I got
Okay,
like 3
uh,
people on me.
Is there anything to attach a bit of rope to?
I'm riding. him.
Yeah, there are. It's sort of the wall of the bridge has struts and yeah, there are things you could tie a rope around.
Then
quite
I
handily.
would have tied some rope to that, and I will use that to bungee off the side. I'd say bungee because it's not bungee cord; it's a rope. But
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna
swing a sort of a very quick rappel rather than a
yeah,
flat jump.
if things go bad, but enough that I can kind of pull to it so I don't.
So of those 3 jump, one vote. Yeah. So we've got. Oh fuck me! We've got Diana, Halite, and Zeke jumping. You are just repelling rather than just jumping 20 feet. Nia.
I'm jumping because
Jumping.
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody who
Because
is
look at those shades, of course.
everybody who is jumping, make me an athletics or acrobatics check. Zeke, I know you have a slow fall as a monk at this level. I'm not sure.
I do, yes.
You do. So you just you skid down the bridge and then land with a perfect. You tell me how it happens. How do you land with your slow fall?
I'm riding Hal, so just saying.
Yeah.
I'm riding him.
So I'm just gonna essentially just land, just bump.
I think not even flexing at the knees, like literally just
yeah.
stood up, right? Just dunk.
You're like a dart being thrown into the top of it.
Pretty much just step. Step.
Halite, are you trying to break through the roof of it? Or you essentially are you bending at the knees to try and absorb the shock a little bit?
People are like fully trying to keep quiet, so I'm gonna try and mellow myself out. I'm gonna try and do a superhero landing, though.
Okay, you do a superhero landing. Please make me. I'm gonna call this. Was that an athletics check we just did there? 23. Yeah,
yes,
definitely superhero landing. 14 is also good. Nia lands with cat-like reflexes on the top. Dewey, you just descend a rope and watch as everybody does the superhero landing.
As no one said it before I go, because I realize if I'm repelling, I'll be slower. No one else has said it. I'll turn on a buzzkill and drop it before I go.
Activate the buzzkill and
theoretically, it will land before any of us.
Yeah. I will be a kind DM and say there's like a slight. You throw it, it activates in the air. You see it land, not making any noise, and less than a second later, the rest of your party land noiselessly on the top of the moving barge, which is where we're going to move across to now.
Make sure you use a quick release knot, so when you're on the ground, you can pull it and it doesn't show that we jumped from the bridge. I'm going to
move people on. Please let me know that you have control of your characters by giving them a little wiggle. Everybody should be able to control everybody's character because that was the easiest way to do it.
Wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle,
wiggle. There we go. Yeah, I can do it.
You, from the surface, and as you're falling, can see 4 guards, 2 up near the front, 2 at the back, and at the very front you see a rowboat, almost like a lifeboat thing. Potentially your way off of this in the end. But because we have activated the buzzkill, we're going to quickly do an initiative roll. So if you can all roll initiative for me, please. As
click your tokens.
Click your tokens.
Click your tokens.
Your tokens.
Holy shit! I got a 20. What the fuck
I
is
did,
this?
but mine didn't do it. So
I got a 15.
I don't get so bad.
2 20s, 2 15s.
My Mohawk brother were in sync.
There it is. There it is. I got a natural 1.
Woo!
Okay. Top of the round, Dewey, you land from the rappel. I'm going to say you're nearer the back. I'm going to move you. So Zeke definitely jumped first, so it's there. We've got you 2 right there, and Nia probably close behind you. That is where we are positioned on the top.
I am riding him as well.
You are currently riding him.
Yes.
He does not quite count as a large creature.
No.
Which seems silly, but there we are.
He does down there.
I mean, I am got a
Yes,
muscular build, so I count as large when I'm carrying things, which
You
I
do.
am.
I would like to point out that he is large. So.
Sam, can you turn the music up on your end? I've got it max.
Turn the music up on my end. I can.
Lord.
Just because if I can't hear it, the stream definitely can't hear it.
I can hear it.
There we go.
Bam,
Here.
bam.
It's good.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Okay.
Dewey, you see, I'm going to just draw a little X where the buzzkill has landed.
Nowhere
and-
near us, and they all charge us.
Yeah. So within 20 foot of there is this radius of silence.
Bree,
Ooh, we
I
got
think we're
some
picking up the.
echo
Okay.
there.
Yes. Right.
I go to do it. Great shot with the buzzkill, but you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we see any scope of right? There's a mast at the front. I take it.
Yeah. You see there is a small. Actually, that is not a mast. I'm going to say because it doesn't make sense for this boat to have
Because
one.
yeah, it's just a rope, a huge, a big
Yeah.
rowboat.
What this is the what makes sense? I think it's a combination of an anchor that is currently stowed away, and also a sort of mooring post so that it can be tied to a
Oh
harbour.
yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
It's only about 5 foot high. Not even quite that, like 3-4 foot high.
Would we have seen any sign of where the doors in were from the roof? And what is the roof made of? Is it? I take it it's wooden.
The roof looks like this black, almost like a asphalt kind of thing is how we would recognize it, but you just recognize it's almost like a black, almost rubber-like top to this thing. You think there might be wood underneath?
All right. Fair. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'd also like to say that this brilliant map I found on Reddit, and the user has deleted their name, and deleted their account, and I went to the Imgo profile and could not find a creator on there either. If this is your map, I love it. It's brilliant. Please
Thanks.
get
Hit
in
us up for the-
contact.
Yes.
Just please let me know so we can give you proper credit.
Yeah,
But we're
definitely.
gonna continue to use it.
Rockin'.
But Nia, Zeke, and Talai obviously be thinking about what you guys are wanting to do.
Oh, I already know what I
Such
want to do.
a dire roll.
Do we?
Look at that.
It's still your turn.
Okay. Oh, it is me starting. Okay. Yeah. Plus 3 decks. Okay.
Port
This
always
is
goes
order.
last. What the hell?
Order it landed in.
Okay. I would like to stealth to here.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
Sorry. That was really
Prepare
big.
for doom.
Sorry.
Oh my god. What?
That was a lot. I'm sorry. It was disguise self. I needed to cast it to take it away from me.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Ooh, hot dog.
24.
Hot
Keep that
dog.
number in mind, as you are quite handily able to walk over in the silence, and as you drop from the sort of hang yourself over the edge and drop down to the deck, you are flat against the wall. The sunlight is casting you in shadow here. You are stealthy.
Any sign of a door on this side?
On this side, you cannot see a door. You see port side windows along the length of these. No sign of a door.
Where was I? I was there. 20. Oh shit! I'm a halfling. Yeah, I can't reach a
Sure.
window. God damn it! I'm so small. Cool. Okay. In that case, I would like to. Can I hide? Is there anything here I can use to hide?
You
Again-
are hiding with the stealth. You are flat against the wall and in the shadow.
Okay, fair enough.
Your get-up is enough that it's difficult to see you with like the sun beaming here. If someone were to turn and look, with you flat against the wall, it would be difficult to make you out.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, I will. I'll draw my bow then, and knock it, and just keep an eye on the guards either side.
Okay, Nia.
Okay, so I would like to start stealthing forward.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Okay, I'm just gonna move myself there. Good stuff.
listening.
Chilled music, I love it.
I'm loving this
You
shit.
stealth to the end as you cross the boundary of the silence, which is about here. You realize your footfalls are a bit loud and correct yourself.
Okay.
It's not the stealthiest you've ever been, but it works for now. And as you look, the two guards on the side are staring back out. Well, this one is is looking in this direction, towards the city of Benilicia, and this one is looking vaguely sort of back where they traveled from.
Okay, then as a bonus action, because in combat, not combat, but initiative, I want to do insightful fighting on this dude and just prepare ready just in case something happens.
Okay, they have to make a deception check, I believe.
Yeah, so it's my insight against their deception.
I like to think that you're there carefully watching this guard to see if you can work out how he'll fight, and he's just there picking his nose, has a little look at what he's got out there, flicks it out. It's like
a natural 17, that becomes a 20 total, unfortunately.
That's fine, and I'll just
you're trying to look for signs in their body language. If they have a limp here, is this a weak spot, is this an old wound? They're just unmoving, leaning against the side, watching the city go by, and you're unable to glean anything about this individual at this moment.
I'll just chill there then.
Okay. Zeke.
So I am going to try and motion to highlight.
Blood. Can't hear me.
Just completely silent. Just look at him and just basically nod my head this direction. I'm going to use my movement to move myself right there stealthily. So I will roll
make me a stealth check. Yeah.
Scared.
And then I am just going to hold my action to basically pounce on this guy and attempt to kick him off the boat when everyone else launches their attacks at the various other people around here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've just realised
Okay.
something.
What's that?
Can I just, because I've got spells and stuff, I just want to ask a question. So the silence, how far does it go?
20-foot
20 foot.
radius.
Can we pick it up?
I'm gonna
Right.
change the
Cool.
the angle working out into Euclidean, so we actually get nice diagonals. So now when you measure out, rather than just clipping, it's actually going to show you rather than clipping to the nearest 5 feet, it's actually going to give you
Mine is clip into the
diagonals as well.
Can we pick up the buzzkill?
You can certainly pick up a buzzkill. It's a little
Nice.
hemisphere. You can take it with you.
Good to know.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yes. Right. That's fine. That's okay. And okay, yeah. No, that's. I'm done.
Oh wait, yeah, it lasts a certain amount of time, doesn't it?
Okay.
Well,
Right.
So I'm not the best at stealth, so I'm gonna pick up the buzzkill. So hopefully that will help me out.
Yep. Free action to just
Yay.
scoot up.
babe.
And-
God damn it.
Stop.
Sorry, what was that?
No,
What was
it's
that?
fine. You didn't hear it because
Oh.
it's silent.
Yeah, get on my shoulder. So I'm gonna- wow.
Am I still in your arms? That's
Almost
nice.
definitely.
It's okay.
So I'm-
Almost definitely.
Okay.
oh, sorry. Roll again. As well.
Where are you taking the buzzkill?
So
And
15.
Diana. 15 is going to be enough, you feel, as you guys will feel the boat tremble slightly as Halite walks, but there is no sound as he stomps his
Weird.
way to the front of the boat.
I like to feel like
Yes,
one of the
taking
guards
you with him.
looks over
Larger
the edge and
size,
it's like,
definitely.
is that like a wave moving the boat? Like what?
Yeah, there's a little bit of they feel a tremor. Weirdly seem nonplussed by it, as though tremors on this boat happened.
Oh god, that's ominous.
But that is your movement.
Yeah. Looks at things I have.
Diana, you're up next, so you're thinking.
I can't do anything. All my things are spells. And if I cannot cast, I cannot do anything.
Sorry, babe.
Silent. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You can't hear anything. It's fine.
I'm gonna prepare a javelin. So I go to my guitar and pull out a javelin. Holstered. Oh, it's kind of like holstered onto the guitar.
Oh my god, I love this character so much.
It's like just pulls out of it.
Yeah, you pull out a javelin that is easily the size of a human man, like full grown. In your hands looks not tiny, but incredibly wieldable. The weight of this thing, you're worried it might pierce the hull if you get this wrong, but yes.
I'm not worried.
I
Okay.
have a question also for this situation. Could I have got off of him at some point around here?
If you signal like slap the arm that you need to get down, and I'll say how I can just
That's
let
why
you
I
down
said
as you want.
almost definitely.
Almost definitely still
Yeah.
riding you. Okay, so I'll get
Okay.
off at some point that makes sense, and then
Yeah.
which means I can do something. Cool. You've taken the thing with you, so I can't do it to you.
Sorry, babe.
That's alright. Don't worry about it.
Big
No, it's
feet, you know
fine.
what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
you-
Know
Yes, she
exactly
does.
what you mean.
First of all, can you guys just stop for like a whole second?
No.
But
Absolutely
then
not.
can you make me a stealth check, Diana?
And this plus is my
Yeah.
entire character.
I can do that.
Your character is I am big everywhere.
I'm great.
Oh, fucking hell.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna
Wait, she's so-
stealth in absolute everyone. This is how I stealth, guys. I've told you. This is how I
Either
Is she in my range?
You like you
Get
you-
advantage?
no, that's
That's the
Not
point,
as-
I
not
left
when she
the
finishes.
silence.
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
the
you
most
basically
average
do the
looking you are,
the
you
archer
still
thing, trying to
stand
find
out.
out where it reaches
So
to.
you-
You're just like ba.
You move yourself to position where you're going to on the roof.
Yeah.
And the nearest guy would probably be probably be this one up at the top left here.
Yeah.
Who turns around, sees a human man in normal human man TM guise, and
Can I notice
I've
this?
already said that I was holding my reaction.
yeah, and also very quickly afterwards sees a shock of red hair rushing towards them.
So I would like to attempt to fly and kick them square in the jaw straight off the side of the
Okay.
boat.
Do I get?
So,
I get.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
as
do
soon as
get
I
to
see
do that?
Zeke,
The essentially their action was triggered as Diana, move yourself to where you were going as you realize, well, you do not realize quite yet that you have been spotted.
Okay, so
as
if I
you
don't
were-
realize, then I won't use my action to sort that shit out. I will use my action to do what I actually wanted to do.
Cool.
Dewey, where are you? Are you like have
Um,
you jumped
I'm
off?
on the deck,
Zeke, can you make? Is this a push or is this a
but that's like
just trying to knock him out as soon as possible?
I would
Ben.
We'll just make it as an arm strike because
Okay.
that's what I said I was going to do. So
since I see my brother rocking out, I'm also gonna activate my throwing arm.
11 to hit, unfortunately, is not enough. Actually, I'm going to say you have advantage. You both have advantage on this one because while one member of your party has been spotted, you are attacking from stealth. So do take advantage for two of you.
cool.
Okay.
Surprisingly, it's a natural 20.
That's a nat 20.
What?
And
Awesome.
that is
Nice.
a 14
Wow.
is going to hit as well.
I
I
don't have-
crit damage as well on that. So it's 4 points of bludgeoning to the one on the left, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know why it's added crit damage onto it.
I think he probably just does it automatically just in case. And 11 points of piercing damage to the one
God damn.
on the right, as there is a skewering thud as
Actually, he's in my silence radius, so he can't even
Yeah.
scream.
you're right. There is just you watch. In fact, probably you, Highlight, are the only one who see this javelin just skewer through one of their legs and almost pin them to the surface of the ship. Zeke leaps and kicks, and This one takes an audible crunching blow to the nose, but Ben says, "What the fuck?" And there's these guys beginning to turn and look around. It is still Diana's turn. As the actions have triggered, you saw what just happened off to the right of you, and to left you think these guys are going to begin turning to the noise that was just made.
I'm gonna
Heist music. 2 more.
I'm gonna get
combat music.
down on the roof, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Dewey, high five."
Just take my hand off the arrow and just.
Cool. If he high fives me, then I will enhance his abilities.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will give him not a I don't know what I'm saying. I'll give it this. Not a
There's
birdie
your
one.
choice.
Not a birdie one, because you have enough birds.
Okay, you feel just a swelling in your chest as you have Constitution of a bear passed through the bard's hands and into you. 8 temporary hit points.
And while you touch me, I will wink, and then I'll let go.
Dewey, unfortunately, was not looking, but he's very grateful. It's like I'm looking at the guards. Oh god! This is a bit more
I will-
intense than I was expecting it to be.
Top of the round. It's been 1 round since the buzzkill has been activated. So we roll a d10. It's a 9. It still is continuing to work. But the guards are now going to enter initiative as well.
Huh?
They have.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
None of them are either of the other two dead, or were they were just injured?
Severely injured on the right, and 1 swift kick to the face on the left.
Okay, fair enough.
As we are breaking out of stealth a little bit here.
Sorry, had to happen.
Super stealthy.
Right.
So I look like a man.
Had to happen at some point.
Do I count as still hidden? From...
You are still hidden, yes, because you've not revealed yourself, but they're aware something is happening, because they are beginning to turn and look towards. Down here, they're focusing on the shock of red hair, the human on the surface of the ship, the roof of the ship for some reason.
If I get to there, am I able to shoot at this one without having any him having any cover bonuses?
Yeah, you sort of have to lean on the across the back of the ship and launch the arrow like that, but you are able to do so. Yes.
Does being hidden give advantage?
It does.
Excellent. Right.
Just as an aside, because I did 1 action in my movement, as like a free/bonus action, can I just start playing the fucking flute? I
don't know. As a bard, I would think it part of your spell almost, and you just start a flute jam.
They can see me, so I'm just gonna fucking play a flute. I don't know. So yeah.
As he's looking at the strange human playing a flute, we're gonna see if an arrow comes into his side. Can you make an attack roll, please, with advantage?
Yes, I certainly can.
He is suitably distracted.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling again because no, I can because I might get higher damage if I get the same. No. Okay. Right. I am doing extra shenanigans at this point. So basically, as I draw my bow, I can't whistle, but and just all along the bridge, all the random birds that were just lined up along the bridge, just down.
Fun fact, everybody. Phil cannot whistle.
I cannot whistle. So yeah, 13 points of damage to that guy. And where the fuck is it? I will post it in the thing. This might be a lot of wall of text.
Oh.
But once on each of your turns, you can cause a swarm to assist you in one of the following ways. I would like to make that guy take a strength saving throw, or be moved 15 feet horizontally into the water.
Okay, a strength saving throw against your DC.
What is the DC? It'll be my spell thing, I imagine. 13.
Well, you I was going to say you can look it up, or you can tell me if a 4 beats it.
It does not. Yes.
As
Splash!
they take 14 points of damage, they get severely punctured by I'm assuming a longbow arrow into their chest, as they are gasping at the sudden pouring of blood from their chest. And looking towards you, from their right and from a bridge descending, just a swarm slams into the side of them and knocks them into the water. I'm going to say he's out for the count of this fight. He did not have any hit points left. He's bleeding out into the river.
But it fucking gets rid of him.
He is done. Anything else on your turn? Hold on a sec. I've never been a ranger before. Neither of those things will help me.
You can do
Hunter's Mark.
I can do a hunter's mark, but
Yeah.
I
sometimes.
I hope by the next turn, the only other one that I can see will be dead.
Do it first. Yeah, always do it first.
so,
But then, so if you do it, you can. If it dies, then you can move it as a bonus action, so you don't lose the spell
Yeah,
for like an
cool.
hour.
All right then. Okay, I will hunter's mark the other guard down that end by Zeke.
You also get
Yep.
extra hit points because
Yes. Yeah, I
endurance.
added the eight temporary hit points.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Yay.
Diolch.
Down.
Nia, you just saw a whole flock of Disney princess birds just body this guy into the water.
I'm a punk rock birds.
Well, you can keep telling yourself that, but you are a Disney princess in real life.
punk.
This one
Oh.
clearly saw it and is looking to draw weapons and advancing this way, but they have not seen you from your stealth roll. Like, it looks like sunlight on here. There's barely a sunrise. It's like 5 a.m. summer kind of vibes.
Okay, I want to do an insightful, bonus action insight on that dude then. Oops, if I get
They rolled a 7, so
I mean, my insight is a 6, so unless I'm fucking shit.
there you go. You see they draw the weapon, and they step forward, and there's a slight twist to their ankle, and they sort of hobble. You know exactly which weak points to hit to give yourself stealth attack on this guy.
Yeah, so then I want to basically drop down and just hit him straight away with my rapier then, like to take
Ninja?
full advantage.
Yeah, you just leap from the air, advantage and sneak attack. So it's the 24 is the highest of those two. We'll take the damage from that. So it's 18 points of damage. Nia, you leap through the air as this guy does not see you, is still focusing on the birds and his friend in the water, and you skewer him through the throat.
Oh,
He gurgles for a moment before just collapsing to the ground, looking up at you one last time and bleeding out on the deck. He is dead.
I'll just take my
I think he's
rapier.
tracking initiative, so I'm
good.
going to put an X on him.
Ha. Damn, she good.
I'm good. I'm just gonna take my rapier and just wipe it on my trousers or something just to clean the mud off. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my turn.
You see directly behind you, there is a door on this end of the boat.
Cool. I can't do anything because I've used my bonus action already to do stuff.
Cool. The guards. This one is skewered and screaming silently.
Just to tell you, DM, I actually have Duelist, so he took an extra 2 damage that the game didn't add on.
Cool.
If that
He's
changes
still
anything.
just about alive.
Alright, I just want to make
he
sure.
Pulls himself, he pulls on the javelin enough to free it from the surface of the boat, but not enough to free it from his leg.
worst day ever.
Worst day ever.
He sees you up on the top, because if you had line of sight to him, he has line of sight to you. So is going to try and fire a crossbow from his side at you, twice. First one is a 17, second one is an 11. I don't think either of those hit you.
17 hits me because I'm no longer wearing armor.
Oh, yeah.
But the 11, I quickly whip up my guitar. It's completely plated on the back. I just bat it away. My guitar's also my shield.
So you take 6 points of piercing damage
Ah!
as the first bolt goes through. Again, you grunt from the pain, but you are both completely silently fighting in the moment.
Wait, how much damage was that again? Sorry.
6.
6. I
You're
hit
still
16.
alive, baby.
Well,
Sorry, 16. I meant 6. I was just
Alright,
I
looking
say
at
I say silently.
I understand. I understand. I don't. I think he's dead. It's fine.
I'm wearing a mask. I can't even see my mouth.
Zeke, I'm going to say you have to be in one of these 2 squares to have leaped and made that attack. So, yeah, perfect. This one is going to draw a scimitar and try and cut a gnome. First one is going to be a 21 to hit. Second is a 23. So that's 2. It's minimum damage on the first one, so 4 points, and then maximum the other, so 9.
So I'm going to use my bonus action reaction, fade away, so I only take the damage from the first 4.
Yeah.
And just step backwards, kind of drunkily.
And just disappear. As the second one, which was clearly going to hit something a bit more important. First one was like a mad swipe. Second one was, okay, I know what I'm doing here. And you just fade out of vision. They are going to then run to here. And as you're looking a bit more from your position at them, even though you're invisible, there is a door here as well where he is running to.
Yeah.
But that is all that he does this turn. Zeke.
Oh, he's also in my SARS radius now. Nice.
Yeah, sorry everyone, 1 second.
And I hate to do this, but I gotta.
Sorry about that.
I gotta go. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
It's okay. You got your bird there.
Yeah, so is it my go now? Sorry.
It is your turn. You have just avoided the second blow from this one, who is running towards this door.
So it only lasts till the end of my turn anyway, so I am going to attempt to jump on his back, and because he is now technically within the zone of silence from this one, I am going to attempt to stranglehold him and knock him out by basically just leaping onto his back and just...
Yeah, go for unarmed strikes. Will do the damage as non-lethal damage.
Yo, spider monkey.
Come on, do well this time. What do you
Take
want?
advantage because you're invisible.
Yeah, sure.
If they
Nope,
can't see you.
first one
21,
better.
so 6 points of bludgeoning damage to their throat. And
Like a
use
pit bull terrier, just...
Yeah. Any bonus action?
No, not using the bonus action. I'm just gonna... I imagine this is technically a grapple.
Yeah, make me an athletics check. They will try and avoid acrobatics. They rolled a 17, so that does, yeah. They're able to just slip away enough as they feel your arms suddenly back around their neck. The helmet of the Emperor's army not doing much to protect the neck from the arms of a pint-sized punk rocker.
That's fine. So if he does begin to flip me over, then I am going to use Flurry of Blows.
Nice. Yeah, he basically flips you over his head to try and get you off, and as you are in midair, you are able to launch some more attacks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna... sorry, I'm just rereading Flurry of Blows because this is my first time actually playing a monk.
Hey.
Nice.
You do 2, I think, per bonus action.
Yeah. So 8, unfortunately, is not enough as you strike and whiff trying to get your bearings. 23 is plenty, though, as you go over the top of his head and just crack him across the face. He slams into the wall and falls to the ground unconscious.
And with that, still, even though I've done it, I'm still going to do my drunken disengage, where I just stagger back 10 feet. Just...
Right, you step on him briefly as you do so.
Yeah, just basically like having an argument with myself in the air, just... Could have hit him the first time. I did it.
Halite.
Depending on how tall this roof is, I'm just gonna, gently step down off of it.
Yeah. You essentially sit down and then just scoot over the edge. And just...
Yeah, don't want to make
Why?
too much
Feel
tremor.
silenced.
I don't want too tremor though.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine we've done that already.
It's not like me though. I'm just gonna hit this guy with my guitar.
Okay. Make
So
an
I'm
attack.
just gonna change one of the knobs, and an axe blade just comes out the side.
This thing is so over-engineered.
Oh yeah, made it myself. Can you believe it?
So it's
One-handed.
9 to hit.
Ugh,
The top of
nah,
that?
doesn't hit. Sorry.
No. Squish wide. Like they're not pinned anymore, but they duck as they step forward to engage. The pain causes them to duck, and you weren't expecting that, so the blow goes wide.
Whoa. That's it
Just
for
bad
me.
luck more than anything
Sorry,
else.
You got
Um,
this.
Ugh. I can't hit him again. That's
Diana.
Oh shit. Alright, cool. Who's still alive? I see this.
Um,
No, that's
you see
Okay. No, that's you.
Zeke
that's bad.
re-emerge, no longer engaged in combat, but still fists up.
Yeah.
You, from your vantage point here,
Kinda.
you saw Halite drop down and probably can still see their head, and they don't look... They struck forward for the axe and it didn't come back covered in blood, so they probably missed.
Ah,
You just see his hands scratching his own head, like whoa.
that's okay. I will What do I know is happening? I'll jump down
Cool.
and very elegantly with still playing a flute because I'm a human.
Man.
Can I now see any windows or something? I want to get through this door, and I don't know if I know it's there. So
Yeah, you know there's door. You as a player know there's doors at the top and bottom.
Yeah.
Along the side, you can only see these sort of porthole windows. Looking in, looking in like that. On where you're standing there, let me just briefly check. I think yeah. Okay. You look in there because that's where the oars are. I just need to figure out. Yeah, you're pretty much exactly.
Oh, hello.
You look in.
Oh, no.
You see a quite luxurious bedroom.
Is there anyone in it?
There is the veteran officer in command you saw of this woman in the plate armor, looking like she's frantically getting her arms in armor, and just catches your eye.
Yeah.
And just eyes are wide as she realizes, definitely under attack.
That is. This is an unfortunate situation for you.
How do they know?
You are still a human. Look like a generic human at this point.
That's good.
But she's heard screams. She's heard fists. Actually, what has she heard? She heard somebody going over the side of a boat with a scream.
Yeah, someone's overboard.
She also
yeah,
probably
this
said,
is an
"What the hell?"
unfortunate situation for her right now. Is there glass?
No. They look like there are shutters that are open currently.
Then she can hear me. That's good. So I will hopefully cast sleep on her. And hope
Okay.
her hit points is less.
Roll. Is it 5d10?
Yeah, but I'm casting at a second level.
Okay.
So that is a lot of blurb.
5d8. Sorry. So it becomes 7d8 at second level.
5, 6, 7. Yes.
Let me just do a maths here.
So I think this is 5, and then I'll just do the 2.
I'm going to tell you there is a chance this can work. Okay, never mind.
No, no.
With 38,
38.
you send forward this wave of somnolent energy, playing a lullaby on your flute as quickly as you can. You see their eyes flicker for a moment. They sort of stumble to the side against the wall, and then they're shook back away. Just look towards you, eyes wide.
Uh-oh.
Spellcasters.
Uh-oh, no. Oh, shit! No, it's not. It's just a lullaby. If there is somebody within 20 foot of that who has less hit points, they will be affected first.
You are correct.
Oh,
The
shit.
whole rolling
Within
squad
20
is just
foot
stopped.
of her.
Yes. Which is Dewey. This is great.
It's cool. No, I'm alright. Oh, wait.
No.
Yeah, you might be.
40. I have 40 hit points currently.
So I'm gonna move our map a little bit. I just need. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and copy paste as best I can.
It would put Hallie to sleep by 1 point.
No copy.
Wow.
And we're gonna move
It would
to
put me to sleep.
here.
So. Yes.
They are gone. They are gone. They are gone. I'm gonna paste everybody in and see where Roll20 decides that they were.
Cool.
Roughly
I think I was
right. You're
here.
there.
I think you were
And move
there.
yourself if you remember exactly where you were, and that's wrong.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was by the rowers.
We're gonna remember our initiative order as we are coming to the end of a round, and you are looking at this. As you see this woman within 20 feet of her.
Can't see anything. Sorry.
Yeah,
All black.
Oh,
it is all black.
should have revealed the area. Let's try again.
Yeah.
That's
Made it
obscuring
blacker.
the area.
Watch
I
this
think
now,
you've
like,
got it's
reveal
still on Fumble.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
it
I
is.
think you had it.
That's
Reveal the-
working
Yeah, that's
now?
it. Cool. Yeah.
There we go.
She looks sick. Oh, look.
Okay. So there's 20 foot of this person.
Looks like a human
20
oppressor.
within 20 foot of her. I'm going to turn the Euclidean maths on again for calculating distance because
Uh-oh.
the other version is silly
Okay.
with diagonals. Dewey is beyond that, but
Yeah.
she in fact does not slump and try and fall against the wall. She seems unaffected but sees you casting a spell. But you hear a loud slump from somewhere beyond her. And
oh
she,
no.
she turns around and wide-eyed stares at you, still says spellcaster, as she is drawing her swords. The last thing we're going to do at the top of the round
Also,
is yes.
do I interrupt her putting her armor on?
She had her armor on. She was
Ah.
going to her weapon rack.
Oh, that's a shame. That's okay.
She's had a round now since you guys have alerted her. So she does not stay out of armor, especially when traveling like this.
Yeah. Can I do a
But
bonus
what was I
action?
doing? I was going to do something, and I can't remember.
Sorry. Whoops.
Oh, I was going to roll a d10 to see. Yeah, the silence, the buzzkill is still working. But we are going to add her into the initiative order and then take a screenshot because we are reaching 11 p.m. and I don't think
We get to
we
do
can go
this
much
next
further than this,
week?
which means
You mean a
Going to
one
be-
shot isn't gonna last
Oh my
one?
god. Can I?
there was slightly more flirting.
Yeah,
and
there was a lot of.
comparing-
Sorry.
comparing dick sizes than I thought was going to happen,
Yeah.
and I didn't factor time in for that, and that's my fault as a DM.
No, it's
I should have.
okay,
You
it's
should know us better to know that.
I should have known you
Better
better
is
by now.
50% of
anyway,
our
it's
content
fine.
is flirting and dick size comparisons.
Flirting
mean,
dick size
I mean-
appears to be.
Yeah. This is the first time you've DM'd for us.
Yes.
And we're sorry.
So yeah,
Very.
I'm sorry, not sorry. So.
Okay,
Sorry,
we
Sam.
have her, who I did not draw and is not hero forged. We're gonna. Oh god, what was it? So it's 2020 for Dewey and Nia.
15.
15, 15, and 3. So, so
you have a
no,
16?
that is not what I wanted to do. Remove all. Right.
It
You
can
should
re-roll
still
them and
be
you can
there, by
edit
the
them.
way.
Nick, didn't you have a 16? No, someone had a 16.
We can
It
change
was
your
a
own if
guards.
You, wanna, you can
Oh,
change
right.
your own, by the way.
Yeah, I think. Got it. She rolled quite well. She knows 21 for her. 22 is something else. Guards, General Goon Squad are on a 16. Zeke was on a 15 with Halite for 2 Murder Bros. And then Nia is down at the bottom.
I prefer Mohawk
me.
Brethren.
I am. I mean, my name is literally Nia, but it's Diana right now.
Okay. And
Can
I think that.
As a bonus
Yeah.
action, just before we go,
Yes, yeah,
can
of course.
Can I cast? Can I? It's not a cast. Can I do a bardic inspiration on Ben, please?
Yeah?
Zeke.
How do you do it?
I mean, I don't know. I'm playing my flute. Not the best at a flute, but I'll play my flute.
My aura
Okay.
is just
Be like-
inspiring.
And be like, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think
you sing in your band, right?
So
mean-
much pressure on a bard. I don't know.
You're the singer in the warm-up act, so you like surely like
Yeah.
the,
You
the
play
bardic bit is
a
you
classic you
singing
always do
rather
for the
than
warm
flute.
up, and you know it sends Mosh Pit wild.
I'll be like, oh, I wish I was a punk rocker that looks like that little dude. Yeah.
Also, say, or you could just spend 100 Fumble points and do it. You can do it.
You can do it. I can do that. Look.
But on that note, we will leave the Roll20 as it is. We will pick this up. I can't guarantee next Thursday, but we will
We'll do
figure
it
it
at
out.
some point
Yes.
next
Bedlam and Benilicia
some
part
time.
two.
Enjoying this silliness. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
This
Can we
is,
turn it into a
uh,
campaign?
They saying we will talk
There's-
about that.
There's talks. There's talks.
There's talks
We
about
will
that.
see.
Hey,
I'm already in 2 other Fumble Folk campaigns.
There's talks. It's fine.
You
It's fine.
need
aren't
to
allowed.
sleep
We
at some
told you,
point.
Sam, you're not allowed free time.
No,
I need to sleep.
no,
Can't all
no
be-
sleep for Sam. God damn it,
But,
no one else gets sleep around here.
But thank you,
you
everyone,
lot
for tuning in,
watching.
for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I say it all the time, but I love saying it. But Punk Rock Rebellion,
Yeah.
Osnemesis, and the crowd. Yeah, we're gonna see how the battle on the barge finishes. next
Battle
time.
on the
Oh,
barge
on the
of the
barge.
bard and the rest.
Love it. Love it.
Bedlam on
Yes,
the barge.
You lot. I hope you lot in the bloody chat are enjoying this, because I am.
This is fucking
So
great.
I-
there we go. There we go.
Loved it. So, I hope you guys do too.
I mean, we stuck around.
Yes,
I'd
this
say
is
yes.
We
fantastic.
did. I think
Thank you very much, Sam. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much,
Fantastic,
Sam.
man.
Absolute pleasure. I'm so glad I get to run this.
And
I might do different art for our captain, but honestly, it just looks so sick. The one from the freebies on Roll20. Everybody else gets to be hand drawn. She gets proper.
She is
Pre-run.
sexy as fuck, so it's fine. Is she
Cool.
digging the man, or should I change back into a woman? Just, I don't know.
I mostly think she's probably going to try and kill you. So
Yeah, well, that is not what I'm thinking about.
I mean, we've already talked about this. Me and Diana are in an open relationship.
Yeah, no, yes, no, but yes. We can invite people in, and she is hot as
Yeah.
fuck, so yeah. Hey, babe, check this one out.
Oh wow, she is very hot.
Yeah,
Not
right?
as hot as you, babe, though.
Oh, thank you so much. Not as hot as you, though. Okay.
God.
And that's what we need to talk to.
And that's the end of that.
What did I mean?
I
Anyway.
needed a shower anyway, so now I need a shower because I feel filthy because of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely filthy.
Then just Dewey with his pigeons.
I hope you guys have enjoyed the filth.
The
Honestly,
film.
that's a better love story.
We will see you soon. When's our
God,
next stream?
Yes.
It'll be Sunday with the Adventures of Fisto.
It is Fisto's
Yeah.
Fisto!
turn.
The rock continues.
We are
Amazing.
going to raid as well. So I'm just gonna find someone to raid. So chat shit for a little bit.
I feel like taxes, I feel like the name has become Death and Taxes now after fully killing one of these guys from 4 hit points
Like
to
I'm
just
not
instead.
sure what your name is. It's just taxes.
Texas.
I mean, I know.
I also like to think that like today is just the first rebellious act that you've done, rather than building up to something. You're so fed up of your day job, just all that rage just came into just murdering someone.
Like I said, I had a couple of shots. Okay.
Fly audible and travel the world.
Yeah, you had
Listen up and
2 shots and now you're on a barge murdering people.
What happened?
I'm sorry, Loricon or Ioricon. We want to steal your DM because he's really good.
Yeah.
He's out now.
First time we've experienced this, and it's a lot of fun because we're in a medieval setting, punk rock, anarchist rebellion.
Amazing.
He's ours now.
But thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed.
So we're gonna raid some people who are actually playing Humblewood right now.
Humblewood?
Yes.
Yes!
So we have been playing Humble for a while. So go and enjoy those guys playing Humblewood, and we will see you on Sunday.
See you
Love
on
you
Sunday.
guys. Bye.
Goodbye.
Nice.
Alright, went straight into an advertisement.